Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Warriors Podcast. I, as always, am Hayley Ellis and he is Barry Dotts.
Hi.
What's wrong, Barry?
Melting.
We're recording this Sunday and it is so hot.
Do you know what? I was so hopeful last night driving back from my gig because I was going up north I was travelling north on the M1, and obviously it's been relentless the last few days, and it was quite beautiful because all the sky, there was like loads of pockets of lightning breaking out, so it was lighting up everywhere. And it was like, oh, the thunder's coming, the rain's coming, it's going to be cool. Oh, yes, Problem was, everyone on the M1 was watching the sky. So nobody was fucking indicating. It was like wacky races on the M1. Just everyone watching the lightning.
Oh, God.
Lethal.
So we're keeping this short and sweet today, and then we're going to go and get a Calippo from the freezer, aren't we?
Yes. Do you know what? A Calippo. There's definitely stuff in that's different to how it was when we were kids. You know, like...
Speak for yourself. You're at least 20 years older than me, Barry.
You see, I'm of a generation where E-numbers were like just something that they were just an ingredient. And like Sunny Delight. Do you remember when Sunny Delight started turning kids orange?
There's got to have been a joke where Geordies are like numbers. There's got to have been like a joke like that, surely.
Not that I've heard.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's probably because.
Well, I look forward to the message from you saying, "Can you cut that out? I'm going to put that in my new stuff."
Oh, hey! I'll tell you what. Some funny thing that happened last night. Do you know your iPhone makes little videos of memories?
Does it?
And it play. Yeah, have you not know this?
No.
So it has, oh God, Barry. It has a For You page on your iPhone, and it sort of like makes montages. So it'll be like me and my daughter throughout the years, and me and my boyfriend throughout the years, and it puts little music on it. Sometimes it looks like you've passed away and stuff, honestly. Anyway, it made one of Edinburgh throughout the years when I've done the festival. It's done this before. I was howling. So it's got all these, like, me, Lou and Sally, when we all lived together in Edinburgh, little videos of us, little videos of me show. And then in between the videos, it had 3 clips of my friend Shay, who came to visit me. And he trod in dog shit, right? And he's got OCD about dog poo, like, but serious. And there was 3 videos of him trying to wipe dog poo off his foot in between this montage. And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
How do I not know about this feature that your iPhone does when it makes
because Barry, you were using telegraphs until 2 months ago.
I think that's mental, but then again, I don't keep any photos or videos on my phone or anything. Like everything's
because
deleted.
the police get involved.
What are you saying with that?
Nothing.
What are you suggesting?
Hey, go on. Why don't you keep any videos or photographs on your phone, Barry?
OCD, it's like the way that I don't keep any messages.
Right, so Barry's so annoying with this. So I'll send him him a picture on WhatsApp and say, put that on the Patreon or whatever. And then I always get a message 2 days later, can you resend me that? Because he deletes everything. I've got conversations from 98 on my phone. Don't ever cross me, because I could go back in the archive.
Sorting out your 21st birthday.
Which was in 2021. Hey, should we get straight into Worries of the Week before my head melts?
But that was quite scouse out before my head melts. Let's do Worries of the Week.
Worries of the Week. You got a lot to worry.
Worries. Hey, you know, you just mentioned Scouse, and obviously I live in Liverpool at the minute. Took my daughter to soft play the other week, right?
That's ominous. Are you planning the Great Escape?
Well, I went to see the fortune teller the other week, and she said I'm going to be moving overseas. So I'm thinking Hollywood. Anyway.
The bowling alley.
So I took my daughter to soft play, and they had Spider-Man. Like, they have, like, them dressing up as characters to entertain the kids in the soft play. So on the hour, a different character will come out.
Right.
And Spider-Man come out, right?
Right.
Except he spoke to the kids, but didn't change his accent. It was the scousest Spider-Man I've ever heard. So they're all going, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. He's like, all right, kids, hey, shall we go over here and play over here? It was so funny.
Now, hang on, was this definitely not a Fathers for Justice bloke? Like, he's like trying to get his kid back.
Who knows? But, I mean, he was very good with the kids, but it just took away all the glamorous Spider-Man for me. Yeah. Spider-Man didn't grow up in Bootle, did he?
I used to work way back in the day when I worked at Burger King. And another one of my failed career choices. We used to like have people, like, somebody had to do it where they had to like get dressed up when people had booked like kids parties. I don't think you do that anymore, have a kids party in like a Burger King or a McDonald's anymore, but it used to be a thing. So like all the mums would be there, and then like the king or whoever was like, but the thing is, these are little Gateshead kids, so they were like, you know, they couldn't give two shits. They were all like skinning up and that, and they'd like come out and they'd just see it as like a plaything to kick the shit out of. Like, there wasn't a human on the inside. It was just something to exert violence and frustration on. And I remember one when we had to do a big clean up because kids had been sick everywhere and just all these fucking mums who didn't give two shits. We had to clean the ball pool out, and we found a bottle of vodka in the ball pool. So like an empty bottle. Somebody at their kids' party and snuck a bottle of vodka in and was so they're all going up to the counter going, can I get another half a Diet Coke, small Diet Coke please? They're coming back. Hey, they're all saying leather.
It's just as bad as that now, because there was a little kid again battering Spider-Man. Obviously they can't do anything about it, but also I heard an adult ask, and they was like, oh, what did they ask for? It was like the name, like Reef, and I couldn't work out if it was a kid's name or they were ordering an alcoholic drink. Do you know what I mean? It was like, but yeah, it's just as bad now.
I met somebody at a gig last night whose real name genuinely was Connor Cash.
That's a great name.
It's a great name. He's captain of the football team as well.
Of course he is, Connor Cash.
I know. I was like, are you like made up? And he was like a good looking, like, you know, like trendy lad. And oh, do you know what? I feel so sorry. This is awful. There was a bloke in the front row because it was a football club where I did last night, and the football team would they always sit right at the front of the comedy night. Now I've done this gig before, so I know them. One ginger bloke,
right?
Whose job is a landscape gardener. What do you think he looked like? You'd at least
put him indoors, wouldn't you?
On the Saturday of the week of the
Oh, God.
He was sat there. Honestly, if you'd held some bread to his face, you could have toasted it, right? I've never seen a more glowing human being. It was like he'd like had a radioactive accident in a cartoon. He was just sat. I could hear his sunburn. He just.
Do you know what? And I'm fair myself, and I burn, but a ginger. Like, I remember going on a school trip, and it was like roasting on the school trip, and is this really ginger kid? He'd come out in blisters, like heat blisters. Have you ever seen someone come out in them?
Oh no!
So he was heat blisters all over his back, right? Like these big pockets, and all the kids were like trying to pop him. Oh. He was like human bubble wrap, and like, and all you'd hear on the bus was like ah ah ah.
It's quite relaxing bubble wrap.
Like, well, it's you that's a bubble wrap.
Good for de-stress. It's like, oh, I'm feeling a bit anxious about the trip. Where's the ginger kid? Me fucking backla.
Oh,
It was Yeah, I did. So I felt really sorry for him until the third section when I came back and the football team were all considerably more chatty and interactive. Something happened in that second interval where they all came back very perked up and awake and particularly chatty. I said something to the ginger lad. Do you know what? You will, no, I probably won't. I just went, what do you do? You went landscape gardener. And I just went, you've been out in this? You went, yeah. And I said, you fucking hell. I said to her, I went, mate, you could get a tan if you fell asleep with the TV on.
From a 60-watt bulb.
Oh, I really felt for him. I really felt sorry. So, anyway, I hope they had a good night, and I hope all their noses are okay.
Can I tell you what I'm worried about?
Go on.
Right, and it's initially going to sound very heavy, but it's not as heavy as what it sounds. So global warming, right? No, just wait, Barry. Okay. Wait. Right. Obviously, I'm concerned on what it's going to do for my daughter's future, but my main concern is, and I've noticed it with this hot heat, I don't want to have to see men. I don't have to see hairy backs, right? Because when it's hot, you get all your middle-aged men taking the tops off, strolling down the street.
It's awful, isn't it?
Global warming is just going to contribute. Yes, the polar ice caps are melting, but I do not want to have to see another Scouse man's back.
I've got to agree. I think you should know. I think you should have the self like look. I've got a tummy on me, right? I know nobody wants to see me walking down the street with my top off and shorts on, right? Because you know what? It's not visually appealing. I understand that. It'd probably feel quite nice to do. I wouldn't do that because I know that. I do wonder if some of these people have got mirrors. Because I have seen some absolute shipwrecks walking the streets this week.
The Marie Celeste of bodies. But you know what? I'm hot, right? I'm sweating the head off, but I don't want to make anyone else uncomfortable, right? So I will not go out in a crop top with me gut hanging out, right?
Would you? I saw someone walking in a bit like they had like a pair of shorts on, a lass, and just a bikini top, and I was like, no, you can't do this, surely.
Bikini top's all right if it's this hot.
Would you go out? Would you go out wearing a bikini top and a pair
Barry,
of shorts?
I'd go out wearing a duvet if I could. Like I do not. I do not like wet summer because I do not like my body, so I want to cover it at all costs.
I want one of those oxygen bubbles that Freddie Quinn's in, but just pumping in conditioned air, just like nice and cool in me little floaty spacesuit. Obviously, without the Legionnaires disease bit that nearly kills you.
Do you know what though? Like I'm very British in the way that I don't like warm weather, and it's just because I don't like wearing summer clothes. I reckon if I was buff and I was like, look like Davina McCall, I'd be like, yeah, let's go round in crop tops and shorts, but I don't want to like this. And we'll get to your worry in a minute, but I've got another little tiny worry. I've joined a new gym because I've been really neglecting my health. I was going to the gym, wasn't I, quite a bit, and just made me feel a little bit better. And I haven't been going for ages, and I've joined a new gym, and with this new gym, you get a free personal training session. Okay. And I booked on, and you can pick your personal trainer. And I don't know if anyone else does this, but I've purposely gone for the oldest man on the lineup so I don't feel shit about myself. Because they had all these like really fit young blokes and then I mean he's not even that old, but I've just gone, right, who's the oldest? Who can I get away the most with not doing as much?
Fucking, you're there going, oh, how do you use this bit of cat? I don't know, I've never seen one of these before. Going, that's me Zimmer frame. Right, all right. Oh, sorry, Matt. I thought it was for me legs.
Would you though? Would you rather be trained by someone really, really buff next to you, or someone who is, on a par?
You're talking to somebody who's done jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu with Dave Longley. How do you think I felt?
God.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's all meant to be. It's not about strength. It doesn't matter how strength you are. It's
doesn't matter how strength you are. Doesn't matter how bad your English is.
Strong you. It doesn't matter how strong you are. The smallest man should be able to take down the biggest man. It's all technique and movement. I can tell you now, that's true to a point. Me trying to get Dave Longley on the floor. Do you know what I thought I looked like? You know when you see like one of those little yappy dogs that are like trying to
Jack
start
Russell.
a fight against... No, even smaller. The little chihuahuas who look like they're trying to start a fight against an Alsatian. Right, and the Alsatian's just not even looking at it. Like, I could just flick you away and you'd go into space, you little twat. Right, it was embarrassing. Longley just stood there. He didn't even move his arms. I was just there just pulling at his leg, trying to get him to fall to the floor. And I got up, and do you know what? He was right to do this. On the way out, I was obviously a wreck, absolutely covered in sweat. And he just looked at me and he went, "Need to lose about 4 stone." And then turned and walked out. And it
That
was
little?
Like, so this old bloke that you're training with, what's he working on first? Is he going for the gut or the bingo wings? What's he working on?
Oh, my big wing's going to get caught in the fucking treadmill, innit? Tell me your worry anyway. I've talked enough.
God, I've got loads of things on me board. I had something that made me happy the other day. I've won a recent appeal against Royal Mail, which I didn't think I'd win, but I'm over the moon about it. I sold something on eBay. It arrived damaged. They claimed I didn't package it properly, and had the longest running debate with some woman called Julie, genuinely, at the upper appeal centre at Royal Mail. And it's been so entertaining because the film that I sold was the Human Centipede trilogy. And I obviously had to send her lots of photos of the damage.
You should have sent her 3 DVDs interlinked. Do you know, like arse to mouth? Did you send her the front cover? What's on the front cover of this Human Centipede?
It's a drawing of people with their mouths to their arses with like a little thing going through the middle of them. And when I sent it to her, she just didn't acknowledge it in any way. She was just like, I don't think you've packaged that properly. So every time I've had an email with her, I've asked her opinion on the Human Centipede trilogy and told her my favourite scenes. I was like, yeah, but the thing is, Judy, you've got to accept the second one was it trying to be transgressive, but I think with the third one, I think the bit where a bloke had sex with another bloke's kidney, I think they'd lost a bit of vision. And she's like, bubble wrap is what you need. It needs to be 2 centimetres thick.
And not a ginger kid, actual human bubble wrap.
It's gone on for so long, and I've just kept on talking about it. And she's every time she replied, she went, "I consider this matter now closed," which I know means don't fucking email me again asking what my favourite bit from the Human Centipede is.
I'm surprised you haven't been done. Well, would she rather be at the front, in the middle, or at the back though?
Exactly. Where do you want to be? You want to be at the front, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to be at the front, haven't you?
You got. Well, anyway, I took it to the ombudsman, and we had
You're so petty.
Hey, petty, but I've got my Human Centipede DVD back, so the check for £50. So suck it.
Is it worth it? How many?
Yes.
Honestly,
yes.
How many emails did you send for that? And how many months has this gone on?
Oh, it's gone on for about 2 months, and we're talking like an email at least every other day.
Like Andy Dufresne sort of letters to the library in that scene. Oh, I couldn't be arsed, Barry. Honestly, when you're petty about something, you will just keep on going and keep on going.
What else has stressed me out? I've had I bought myself from Temu. We should get sponsored by them.
No, we shouldn't.
Wouldn't that be really good?
Well, that just everyone would be like, I thought your podcast was doing well, and then we see you were sponsored by Temu.
Have a word, we've got Sneaker Manscaped, and we've got fucking Temu. Big orange square.
May as well be sponsored by Pound Stretcher.
Oh, I'd love it. I think that'd be great. But yeah, so I got myself some a bottle of there they are there catnip bubbles. Now,
what's that?
What are catnip bubbles?
Yeah, I know what catnip is. So is it like you blow
do
bubbles?
Do you want to have a stab in the dark then at what the catnip bubbles
No,
are?
is it like bubbles where you blow them? So like you can get, because obviously I've got a dog, you can get bubbles that taste to like meat and you blow them and the dog can like play with them. Is that what it is?
Meat bubbles. Haley, I don't believe that exists. I think you've just made that up.
I haven't
I
made
think
up
you've
meat
made that
bubbles,
up to try
Barry.
and paint yourself out of a corner because you asked what catnip bubbles were.
No, I don't care. I don't know what. I'd rather
Meat
not know what
bubbles.
catnip bubbles were than bloody human centipede.
Well, what it is you get your mouth and attach
Right, just tell me what they are, Barry. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, cats, you know, so they see something floating through the air, they want to be having a go at that, so they'll lean forward and pop on their nose, and it gives them like those lads at the football gig last night, like a little bit of, oh yeah, right. Thing is, because I got it from Temu. Now I don't know what they normally put in the bottles, but it like that label, just like those bottles are used for everything. Not the strongest, and I knocked it over. So there's now a part of my living room that is 100% pure catnip, and the cat, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to get a
Clean it
carpet
up.
cleaner.
Clean it up. That's what I'd
fuck me, I've
suggest.
tried. Do you not think I've tried that? Catnip out of it, like she's going in, and like as soon as you see the cat walk in, you can see her eyes looking at the corner. She's like over to the catnip. But it reminded me of the time when I used to live in Gateshead and I had my flat. I had 2 cats, and I remember going out to a gig one night, and I had my keys that had a chain on, and I just grabbed my keys when I was leaving, and it whipped the chain. Unfortunately, it was wrapped around a bottle of poppers that were up on a shelf.
I mean, there's so many things wrong with this. Hang on. For a start, you had your keys on a chain, which is knocking me. Right? Is it like, do you know, when a lanyard on a fucking one of those elasticated things? Was it like that?
Oh, I fucking love them. Yeah.
God.
Oh,
and
yes.
then you had poppers in the house,
Yeah.
but you just lived alone with 2 cats. Quite concerning.
And the fucking poppers went everywhere. But I was on my way to a gig, so I just, I was like, what can I do? So I just left, and I came back that night, and I had no wallpaper from above knee height. It was fucking the cats had been fucking doing a wall of death in the living room.
Because of the poppers.
Yeah. They must be off their tits. I came in, they were lying.
Fucking erasure playing.
They were landing on the landing, sweating. Like, paws over their eyes, pounding headache.
Oh, God.
What a night.
For someone who's got OCD, you're not that. You were quite relaxed about that like back in the day, just letting poppers just singe your wallpaper and off you go.
I didn't. I was on my way to a gig, and it was when I cared, so I was like, got to be on time.
Can I tell you what Barry did last night at his gig?
No. No, you can't. You can't, because I get in trouble.
I won't say what gig it was.
No, you can't. Because I promote earlier this and go, I'm going to watch that fucker now.
Let's just say Barry treats gigs like he's Baby Driver, right? The car will be lined up outside ready to roll. And as soon as he's done his time, he'll escape out the door like Indiana Jones into the car. He's down the M6 before the gig's finished.
I can't believe that you do your vicaring at the end of your tour shows where you stand at the door and give everyone a badge and a leaflet. I'm like, fucking hell. Like, honestly, they'd still be getting up from their seats and you'd hear my engine starting up. I'd pay someone to sit in the car, so I just, as soon as I walk off, cheers, good night, and out come. Fucking God, you wouldn't see me for dust. I don't hang around anywhere.
Is Barry still here? No, he's probably on his way home now. What, the gig finished 2 minutes ago? Yeah.
Yeah, literally, yeah. When the last act was on last night, I got in my car and I moved it, I reversed it to where the fire exit to the backstage was, set me sat-nav up, put it on my windscreen, right? Set it all up, so I literally walked out the fire exit into the car, turned the key and off. I even left the lights on.
It's like a Formula One pit stop. Oh, that's how much Barry loves gigging now.
No, I do like gigging. I love comedy. I genuinely love it. Why can't we all just do it in a more reasonable hour? I mean, like, I'm saying that, I've got, oh, fuck, I was meant to do a post about that gig tonight. Oh, bollocks. Oh, well, that's fucked, innit? 4 hours to go until the quietest gig in mankind on the sweatiest day. What a disaster. Watching me fucking paying the axe out my copper jar.
2, 4, 6, 8. That's 10p. You're gonna have to the fucking right. So Barry's gig tonight. It's because we spoke about this on Patreon. So it's looking like it's going to be poorly attended, but he's still got to pay the axe. You're gonna have to tell him to stop off at the coin store on the way home to change the money.
Scott, look, I promise, look, I've got a cheque coming for 50 quid, right? Do you like the Human Centipede? Right, I'll lend you this. You watch that until I pay you, right? Royal Mail sending me 50 quid, right?
Julie, can you write this cheque to Scott Bennett? The Warriors Live is coming to Nottingham. You can see all the bits that don't make the podcast in person.
Yeah, basically the bits that are too rude, too offensive, too personal, or frankly, not funny enough. You can come along on the 5th of November. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday afternoon show. It starts at 4:30. We'll be opening the doors at 4 o'clock, so you can get yourself nice and comfy. You can get your tickets from the Nottingham Comedy Festival website. They are available now. And also, we'll be doing some, let's just say we've got a couple of little treats in store at the live show for you. Some of them you will never forget, and not for good reasons. Hayley, are you excited about it?
Some of them I don't know about. Come along, join the fun. Live, 5th of November. Terms and conditions apply.
There's one gig that I do fairly regular, and when I go out, I put a white wash on the washing machine, and I'm annoyed if I don't beat the washing machine back from the gig. I got in once and it was just going on the final spin. I had 4 minutes, so I was like, fucking get in. I was so excited. I rang Dave and told him. And he was like, oh yeah. He appreciated it.
I remember when you used to do fireworks out your arse, Barry. And now you're trying to beat the washing machine.
Those
so bleak.
Days.
Because Barry Dodd's up to these days, trying to get home before a whitewash is done. Should we do some other people's worries?
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
Let's do some people's emails. If you have a worry that you'd like us to make much worse, then get involved. If you're a patron, you take priority. Just slide into the DMs like your mum does to Harry Styles. Or if you aren't paying us any money, get to the back of the queue. You can email us, thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com. James sent us a message. Hi, Barry and Hayley. Hopefully this is more suitable worry than my last 2 entries. We are going on holiday to Spain, and whenever we go abroad, other Brits speak to us, and I hate this. I go on holiday to relax, not to have to make small talk with pissed people who are suffering from sunstroke. My original plan was for me and my partner to learn German, thus scaring off the fellow Brits. But then I would just have the same issue, but in German. My next idea is when people are trying to be friendly with us to make an inappropriate joke along the lines of, well, of course, the best thing about being abroad is I'm finally allowed within 50 metres of primary schools again. And then leaving it far too long before going, just joking. While this would scare most folks off, What if the person I say this to is an actual wrong and agrees with me, and now I'm stuck trying to escape pleasantries with a nonce?
You end up part of an international paedophile ring.
Do you have
All
any
you try to do
tips?
is avoid talking about egg and chips with some fat cunt from Leicester.
Do you have any tips to drive people away or to put up with small talk?
I can tell you what you need to do. You need to grow a little bit of hair underneath your bottom lip, and I'll tell you now, people will avoid you.
Do you know what, though? I'm the opposite. I quite like talking to people on my holidays.
Do you know what? Same. Like, if I hear a Geordie accent around a pool in Lorette de Mar, I'm like, ha ha, Geordie, where you from, kidda? And I become the most Geordie I've become that thing that I turned into on the Warriors special.
You become RV the same pet. Ooh.
Where are you from? I'm from Gateshead.
Wheat, I used to laugh, but put poppers on me cats, human centipede.
I met Billy Crystal. I went, is that accent real? Oh, I'm from Gateshead.
So what would you do to put people off? I'm trying to think why I wouldn't want to speak to someone. So what you should do, I reckon, James, is get on this. Are you a sun lounger person, James? If you are, then just get, what I hate is when they make the pool their own. Have you ever had this? When we went to Florida recently, they brought down all these snacks and cans of beers, and they were treating the pool like it was their own private party.
Oh.
Music on a speaker.
Oh no.
You don't want to be around them. So I think, James, get a little speaker, James, put it at the end of your sun lounger, start blasting out some Crazy Frog or something. Actually, you might end up having to make small talk with complaints.
No. You will attract a certain type of knobhead who'll think it's really good. Like, you will get fucking hell, I had that back in the day. Look at it. Hey, ding 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 ding. You'll attract those sort of people. No, just I don't know whack on a bit of Carrie glitter.
No, Barry, no.
That'll clear the pool.
No.
Did that on a pub jukebox once. They turned it off at the wall. No music for the pub that night. Because somebody put on a $5 worth of come on.
What do you recommend to James to avoid people from that isn't going to get him on a register, Barry?
Just generally unpleasant and dismissive. Now, the thing is, that does sound...
No, this is good. This is bad advice.
No, it's all right. If you like that, then you know what, people might just go, oh, he's a right miserable bastard, him. But you know what, they won't talk to you. You might get looks, you know, at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Having said that, I'm presuming you're on the same sort of holiday that I would go on there, James. You might be going to a nice hotel.
Yeah, Barry's just there in the equivalent of a travel lodge.
Eating potato croquettes for the 4th night in a row because I don't trust any of the foreign meat.
Have you got any of those potato crochets? I just think, to be honest with you, if you were quiet, I probably wouldn't try and make conversation with you anyway.
Yeah. Just be dismissive. Have you ever made a holiday pal that you stayed in touch with?
No, I have messaged them and they've not replied. And...
Oh.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I've met 2 Geordie women, which I've spoke about before, who I absolutely loved when I went to Egypt. Oh, I was obsessed with them. They were so funny. But I never stayed in touch with them because they were about 20 years older than me at the time.
Be dead now.
Oh. Anyway, James, good luck on your holiday.
Has put you in the holiday mood.
Holiday. Right. Any more emails, Barry?
Yeah, I've got one. George says, after a gig, how do you sleep? What do you do to get sleep? All that adrenaline, and admittedly, fusing through your veins. How do you get to sleep after a gig? How
do you know what I do? So when I get in, and because my boyfriend always go, why don't you just go straight to bed? Because sometimes I get in at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whatever. He's like, why do you sit up for an hour? And I have to sit up for a bit and just watch a bit of TV. Do you know, like after you've watched a horror movie and you have to sort of cleanse yourself by watching something fun?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I have to, after a gig, even though I've drove home and I've been in the car for like 3-4 hours, I still have to sit up for a bit and just watch a bit of TV just to sort of decompress.
Turn your brain off a bit.
Yeah.
And just reset. Yeah. And do you manage to fall asleep like that?
Do a fuck. Then I'll sit up and I'll look on my phone, and then I'll spend 4 hours looking on TikTok and Instagram. Then I'll wake my boyfriend up because I haven't turned my phone on silent, and a TikTok will blast off at 3 a.m.
Is it that woman with one tooth farting in the mic? Imagine being half asleep and hearing that at 3 a.m. on the witching hour.
He's always like, why can't you just go to bed? TikToks of women dancing in B&Q, blasting out. Mentally unwell people for entertainment. So the answer, George, is badly for me, but Barry, you?
Badly. I do the same. I lie with my iPad and put it on my chest, so it's right in front of my face. Right, I've told you the amount of times I wake up and I've got like a little line or a little bump across here where I've fallen asleep and it's fell forward and hit me in my sleep. Yeah, I fall asleep watching stuff, but then I wake up and like, especially YouTube when it auto plays stuff and it God. Obviously just, it's like Chinese whispers YouTube when it's just left unattended. So I'll go to sleep like watching like the making of The Abyss, and then I'll like wake up and there's some like nature documentary about volcanoes, and I'm like, right, let's try and put the pieces together of how YouTube did this.
Like it's Memento.
Yeah. Go and look at the history to see what's happened, see how it's made the suggestions.
Do you think though, because George is the one who's just started doing stand up, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What
so
it's
obviously an adrenaline thing.
Yeah, what I would recommend, George, is don't get into the habit. What me and Barry have done is be caning energy drinks and coffee to keep you awake. Because once you're in that cycle, honestly, it's so difficult to stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drinking coffee now. Look at the sweat coming off my head, and I'm drinking coffee.
I know. Well, I'm on the snake. Honestly, I am. Or George.
We're only 18, George. Look at us.
I think what you could try, I don't know this is what you were looking for, just take the head off it.
Right, that's enough now. We're wrapping up. That's the end of the show. No, I'm done now.
We did so well to avoid that. Right to the end.
I'm done. Right.
It's fucking scorching. Dealing with that, hang on, how long have we done? Oh.
We've done enough, Barry. I'm not going back on that.
Come on, look, that was the answer he wanted. Clearly, right. I've met him. That's the bloke who was over the moon the day that the Queen died because he won 50 quid on a death sweepstake. Right, there's no way he wanted advice on relaxing videos to watch on YouTube. He wanted me to go, have a wank.
Right, well, that's the end of this week's episode. Thank you very much for supporting us.
Thanks for joining us this week. Thank you for all the support. Don't forget, if you want to get an extra half an hour of madness and drivel, then you can join us on Patreon, and you can support us and keep the podcast going. Cheers, everyone. Sorry, this has been a bit all over the place. If you could see the state of the pair of us, right? We look like the end of Gremlins when that thing falls in the fountain. Thank you for being here, and look after yourself and have a great week. Cheers.
Bye. You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.